I've always believed that certain places don't just hold history, they hold secrets, not in what they hide, but in what they show too subtly. And this is exactly what I felt the day I looked up inside the Sainte-Chapelle in the heart of Paris. In 1241, King Louis IX, later canonized as Saint Louis, purchased what he believed were the holiest relics of Christianity, the Crown of Thorns, fragments of the true cross, and nails from the crucifixion. To house them, he commissioned a sacred monument that would glorify both heaven and the French crown, La Sainte-Chapelle, a jewel of Gothic architecture on the Ile de la Cité. But this wasn't just a chapel, it was a symbol of divine authority, royal power, and the sacred connection between king and God. The stained glass, a library of light. Louis ordered a visual Bible for his people. Over 600 square meters of stained glass, telling more than 1,100 biblical scenes. A magnificent display of color and light, meant to speak to both the faithful and the illiterate. Each window was crafted with precision, loaded with symbolism. Every color, every figure had meaning, but one panel, high above the others, doesn't quite fit. Tucked away near the southern arch, barely visible from the floor, there's a panel showing something unusual. A glassmaker is standing before the king, not holding his usual tools, but a key. Behind him, an indistinct figure, shadowy, faceless, watching. That figure doesn't appear in any biblical scene. It's not an angel, not a prophet, not a historical character. And that's when the questions begin. According to scattered records, this particular stained glass panel was added after the chapel's official inauguration. It wasn't part of the original design. The artisan who created it never mentioned again. His name was supposedly erased from the royal registers, his workshop closed, as if he had never existed. Some say he tried to encode a hidden message, others claim he made a pact to finish the work on time and paid the price. The more mystical theories suggest that this panel represents a gate, a symbolic portal sealed behind sacred art, and that the figure watching in the glass wasn't part of this world. What's strange is that official tours never mention it. It doesn't appear in souvenir books. Even restoration teams during major work on the chapel avoided explaining its origin. But it's still there, high above, waiting. Most visitors never notice it, but if you look closely, it's watching back. I'm not here to tell you what's true and what's legend, but I will say this. That panel doesn't feel like decoration. It feels intentional, like a warning or an invitation. So, what do you think? Was it just a forgotten artistic flourish from a nameless glassmaker? Or was something deliberately hidden behind the beauty of stained glass? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you love real mysteries hidden in history.